Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, God. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Because We Geek. We encourage you to stay geek, man. We got a lot to get into today, man. Finales and all them good things, trailer talks and all that stuff. Listen, if you guys are into the geek culture, into geek movies, television, please do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button, man. We do this every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. We get our geek on, man. And also, too, if you guys can do us a favor, please, y'all, please hit them likes. Hit them likes. That helps out the channel in more ways than you know. And we definitely be much appreciated if you can help us with that. Also, too, if you guys have any questions or comments addressing any other topics that we have here on the show, simply add to the comment section and we'll address those here at the end of the show. All right, fellas. We got a good one today, man. We got a couple shows we got to talk about, man, and some other news that's dropped. So let's go ahead and get into that, man. But before we do, let's stop and show some love to the merch of the channel. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys have any interest in any of the merch that you saw there on the screen, simply scroll down to the description box. We got links to each one of those shirts down in the description box. So go ahead and check those out down below in the description box. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. Had a pretty good show that ended Wednesday. Which day was it? Wednesday. Okay, I can't remember what it was. Matter of fact, both of the shows, one of them didn't end, but one was halfway, the other one ended. Can't remember which show it was. BA, what show was it? Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, BA. Thank you, bro. I forgot the show, bro. I could not think what the show was. Listen, we're gonna be talking about Invincible.
Well played.
So we got episode 8 of Invincible. It just ended, man. So we're gonna give our thoughts on the whole entire season as a whole. Got some predictions and all that stuff, man. That's gonna be coming up here too for season 5, because season 5 is right around the corner. So let's go ahead and get to it. But listen, before we start talking about Invincible, if you have not watched Invincible, we recommend that you go watch the show, come back, let us know what you think. But until then, spoilers. Yes, sir. You've been warned. So check it out, y'all. Invincible is now ended. So this is some stuff to take away from this show, the lead into season 5. So check this out. Invincible TV series is now over halfway through the original comic. Because you were talking about that, Big J. We couldn't figure kind of where they were. So now they're saying they're over half now. Which I can kind of guess where it's gonna go next year. I can kind of guess. So they're saying Robert Kirkman has said that he's planning for Invincible to run for around 7 to 9 seasons. If I had to guess, well, I can't guess because it depends on what they decide to do with Amazon and the numbers and all that stuff. But I can see it going 9. So I mean, because if it's halfway, there's still a lot of story left. If they do it the right way. if they tell it the right way. Season 5 is targeting for a 2027 release, so they're going to release it next year, which means they're working on it right now. So hopefully we get the next season next year. So, but BJ, what you think about this, man? What you think about what's your thoughts on Invincible in general, man? The season and this news leading into season 5.
I mean, I think it was a good season. I think some stuff I still feel that they did kind of rush a little bit. Like the Viltrumite War, I want to see a little bit more. It was like an episode and a half, basically. You know what I mean? And even though the fights were great, I still think they rushed it.
That's kind of like the event. It's kind of like the Invincible War too. I feel like it was kind of rushed a little bit.
It was like, one, you build up. It's supposed to be a war, but it's like a fight. It's not a war. It's really one fight. The Invincible War lasted one episode, and I'm like, that's not the Invincible War. And then we lost a lot of the characters who were supposed to make appearances in the Invincible War because they, rights issues and all that. So I think they need to stretch some of that stuff out. Like we know the stuff that's coming up with the Rudy storyline with Rudy and Monster Girl. That's gonna need at least 3 episodes next season to tell any kind of story. Because if you speed run that, then that's gonna be done. I mean, if you come back, because they were there, we found out it was like 800 years, 700 years, or something, like they were actually in that universe.
Like 700.
But they come back, and they've aged. I think it was 8 years.
Well, they were there 700 years, but I think here they're only gone for like
a few months, wasn't it?
Yeah, a few months, something like that. Yeah.
But I'm saying, I think they aged up 8 years while they were there.
Yeah, they did.
Because Rudy come back with a beard and all that.
Monster Girl grown now.
Yeah, so it's like
Monster Woman.
So, like I said, that kind of stuff they got to take their time with, because like otherwise, if you speed run, I think it's going to continue to do a disservice. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen, next season with the stuff going on with Mark and Eve and the virus and and even all the other characters out there. So I think what they need to do is focus in on what they tell next season. I think they need to focus on the Rudy story, the Rudy and Monster Girl story. I think they need to focus in on what the decision Alan was left with at the end of that episode. Because Alan, and we know it's going to come up, but Alan's got a big decision. He got the perfected scourge virus, but he also could kill all humans too. So you don't risk killing all humans, like 8 billion humans, to kill 37 Viltrumites? That just seems like that seems a bit excessive. So, and it's like, and that's the thing, Thetis, you kind of see that Thetis was not nearly as good a guy as he claimed to be and pretended to be, and everybody thought he was. Because like I said, because he's very Viltrumite-ish in his, his ways. He's like, we need to get rid of all of them. Even Nolan was fighting with him and his sons. He was like, we're going to have to kill everybody, all of us. Everybody got to die. And I'm like, he's kind of like Butcher, Well, he's like, if we all dead, then it's okay, And I'm like, dude, that's not your choice to make. You can't just decide everybody got to die. Your name ain't BA. You ain't in charge of who lives and who dies. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. It's like, we got to get this. Well, once again, I think Alan needs to learn from the mistakes that Thetis made, because he found out Thetis wasn't 100% who he thought he was too. So you got to not just, I got to follow his footsteps 100%. But this season I thought was good. Like I said, I thought, as a lot of girls said, the Conquest fight was great. And the fact that Mark did it was very comic accurate with the guts yanking and all that stuff. I still like the way that they made you think Thrag wasn't going to be a threat until Thrag was a threat. Because like the fact that you could tell Omni-Man was scared of him, and they're like, it was like people act like, but and I know, I'm sure BA agrees with me, but I think we got to kill Oliver pretty soon, because he is the most annoying character I've seen on television in years.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show. We said it on the show. He's like, bro, I don't know why. Yeah, Eddie told you, do not rush this dude, and he did it anyway. And then he's trying to run.
You see your daddy, who's stronger than your brother, is scared, and he's like, I'm going in. I got this. Get his arm and his jaw just slapped off.
Like, hey, he slapped the jaw off with his arm.
Yeah.
Like, give me
that. So at some point you got to learn, you know what? Maybe I'm not as strong as I think I am. Maybe I'm not.
You 0 for 3, bro. 0 for 3 on these fights.
At least he's learning, right? I guess.
Hoping.
I don't know. So yeah, like I said, he needs to go as soon as possible. We already see Nolan and Debbie getting back together because they're on that ship together. and we know that's about to happen. They
we know that comic too. So, yeah.
Oh yes, of course. But in the comic, it was just like as soon as he showed up, it was like, oh yeah, baby, I'm back.
Yeah. He did.
But in this one, at least there's some realism to it. Like, everybody's mad at him. It ain't just like, Nolan, what's up, man? You've been gone for 4 years. Come on, let's get back. Let's get married again. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. There's some push and pull, and the fact that you killed everybody and you tried to kill my son and you killed Chicago and all that. People do hold grudges when you murder whole cities. Mm-hmm. You push my son's face to a train.
You kind of do. You kind of do.
And he brought the other baby home. Hey, could you raise this for me? Because things didn't work out with his mama. So I dropped this other baby off at the house. So
mama died within 4 months.
There's a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, there's some trauma that you got to get over. Debbie got to heal. So, but I'm not thinking, like I said, it's a good show. It's not a perfect show, but I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do with the rest of it. So, what you got, BA?
I think this show does a good job of anticipating, like building anticipation from the audience, from the crowd, from the viewer. The way they in the comics, from what I looked up, that Mark in the season finale, he was having those flashbacks, but it was like one solid flashback of different outcomes, right? They switched up in the video in the TV show. And they broke it throughout the whole entire thing. So you didn't know when Thrag was really there until he was, in a sense. Even when he rushed him, I said, is it still an hallucination? No.
Yeah, I said that too.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, so they did a good job. And so you started to think, like, at any given time, throughout the entirety of the show, once you realize he was having flash or premonitions or whatever you want to call it, it was like, yo, is this it? Is this time? Damn, you started the same anxiety that Mark was feeling. So I thought they did a great job with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too many times you can kind of get away with that, and they did a perfect job at that, in my opinion. So I definitely want to give them a shout out to that. Like you said, y'all just mentioned Debbie, right? And Nolan, how he came back, and clearly it was like a whole different vibe. They're doing a great job of flushing out her character. And like, yeah, he got to work for it. And I feel like it felt at one point, and that's like I said, this is storytelling at its finest. They did a great job of, if you're Nolan, you're starting to think like, yo, I don't have to listen to you people. Like, I felt that for a second, like, yo, just snap on these dudes. Like, you're getting it from Debbie, and then Cecil try to act the same way. Like, wait a second, I know I did some wrong stuff, but I'm still Nolan. I'm still a super.
Get the people on my planet. Wait, who are you talking to?
Y'all too easy. That's all I'm saying. So I felt the his confliction with that. Like, I felt he was battling that for a second, and then he let his normal or his upgraded side, his enlightened side came out. So, like I said, they was doing little small stuff like that throughout the entire series. And I thought that was just wonderful. And I think it all came together in the last episode. You're 100% on right on Oliver. Not having him in the season finale was a good thing. Take away from anything, like, it was just like, we need some real story building right there. But my number one problem with this whole thing is how Mark reacted to Eve's news. Like, look, I understand you want to be a supporting, a boyfriend, potential father, but she killed your baby. Like, she did that, and then you just was like, I'm sorry I wasn't there. Wait a second, hold up. You could have sent me some type of telegram through the solar system or something to tell me that you was about to make this decision. Like, hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like he was a little bit too passive when it came to that. Like, I get it. That's Mark, right? Like, I get him. That's who he is. But hey, man, she just kind of let that out. I'm like, yo, that's tough. Nobody really wants. If you care, it's hard for you not to kind of feel like you just killed my child without even holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Like, you had chances to tell him before he left.
Before he left, you know what I'm saying? So you should. She took the power away from him in a way like I said, by withholding that, like you can't tell him how he's going to react and how he's going to feel when he's out in the battlefield. It is what it is. Like I got to be on war mode when I'm out here, trying to, survive, whatever that he was about to get into. Like that would have made things would have been different in a positive way if he knew that he had a child to come back to. I don't know. I think it was a decision that, this is tough. This is like real life situations here. But, and we're talking about a TV show, but she made that decision. And I just wasn't 100% with his reaction to it. Let's just say that. But, it's what it is. And clearly, he liked the chunky, the plus side of life. So, I'm cool with that too. I got a little thing to love. You feel me? I see hands. What hands for?
First of all, who don't like a thick woman? So let's just start there.
Hey, shout out to Mark.
Mark, like, hey, he got a little brother bite in him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he done got thicker. He been eating grits since I've been gone. You
was crazy. I'm surprised he showed that though.
It was in the comments, so they had to be. But I'm saying it just for first, Mark is retarded. Something he goes through cycles in which he's just not all there. When it came, like you don't see that she was going through these mood swings and things was changing, and then on top of that, now you come back, she heavier than what she was, and you think that's depression? You think she just overate like that? No, she was pregnant, my God. Like it don't take much to hit. You in college, He
dropped out of college. He went one semester and dropped out.
And he really did. He was still a regular American with watching TV shows in America. He understands. But all in all, like I said, it was a great season. I understand what y'all was saying. Like these wars are just one episode. I was like, we just realized that Bragg just took the mantle of like top 5 villains of all time, in my opinion, off of one episode. That's all he had. But I guess that's what it is, and I think I don't see them stopping that. I don't see whatever next. Like I said, I'm not too far with the comic part of it. But if there's another war coming, there's another whatever coming, it's going to be 1 or 2 episodes max. That's just what they're going. They like to build around Mark and his ins and outs, comings and goings, trying to stall out wars or whatever the case may be. Whatever. Conflicts in hand. And then they might just throw in something that wasn't even in the comics. Shout out to the devil one, which is probably like, I guess at this point, the worst episode of the season. Not a bad one, but just the worst one. You know what I'm saying? So you never know when it comes to that. And I don't think they're going to give them way more episodes per season. So this is the Invincible, I guess, guide path. And some people like it, some people might not. But like I said, so far, great season to me. Great plot points, way to stall out some emotions and things like that. So yeah, that was definitely great way to end it.
What you got, Cuz?
I enjoyed it as well. It was a great season. Did y'all watch the little standalone Eve show?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that they could start. They could do more of those. To as far as like backstory fillers and things like that.
I would love for them to do that. That would make a whole lot of sense.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would definitely love that.
Because I was thinking with what Big J was saying, like when it came to like the war and some of the things that it was so shortened. I was wondering if they could continue the storylines that they do, or the main storylines that they do, and start having these sub storylines as these little one-off shows, just to be able to fill it in. So that's what I was thinking. What you got, Big J?
I just thought, for what you said, that would be a perfect thing to do between seasons for the Rudy Monster Girl arc. That could be a whole like 6-episode or 5-episode standalone show with all the stuff they went to.
Well, stop! You're doing too much. Y'all doing way too much of creative ideas that's actually which they should listen to right now. No, all that he just said, put that little thing, because they're not going to give you the just service next season. So put that in a little joint and say, no, edit that out. Don't even need to hear that out there.
It makes too much sense, huh?
Makes too much sense. Cut that. Because hey, think about it. It's like reading a comic. right? Like we got their story and what happened with them in that little, was it a few months here, 700 years there, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, that's a great point though, bro. That's a great point.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. It was like I just while Big J was talking about the different, like what they shortened and everything, it's like, man, I wonder if they would think about doing their little standalone little shows just to as for as a filler. Every year, every 12 months we get the main show Invisible, but then within the 12 months we could have like a stretch of like a month worth of additional episodes. Rudy and Monster Girl episodes, the what Battle Beast dealt with, where he was just floating around in space, or other areas of the Vitramite War, just different things like that. It's not something that you have to watch as far as homework, but it's just additional stuff if you want.
It helps you put into perspective the main story is going on.
Yeah, because the main thing is like you don't want a ton of homework for people, but you do want people to have more content, and so that's how I was saying it is more content
or context too.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
No, so if y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but Roy, you may know, Battle Beast, had his own standalone prequel type situation.
And it's out right now.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm saying that'd be perfect to make like they did with the Adam Eve prequel. Do one of those because it tells the story of how he was, he left his planet because he was the conqueror and solved and made it peaceful, but then he realized he was the threat to his planet. Then he left to go in space and was just trying to find somebody to fight. And
a challenge,
all the battles that he had along the way before he got to Machine Head and the chance to fight Mark and all of that. That'd be cool to show that whole story because it would make him.
I might have to read that, bro. I ain't ready yet.
Yeah, I'm saying, especially before they get to the part where he, has his fight, his real fight. That'd be cool to show that leading up to that, to give it more of who he really is.
That's a fact. So just to piggyback off of that, I mean, why were we so invested when, like I said, I didn't read the comics. So why was I so invested when Eve lost her powers? Or when she was Super Saiyan mode or whatever like that, when she went to Avatar mode and stuff like that. Like I've seen the origins. I've seen that. Seen what her trials and tribulations and all this other stuff. So when she's going through it and something that was second nature to her is just now gone because of a pregnancy or whatever, it hit different versus me just watching the Adam Eve part. It wouldn't feel the same way. So like they show that it will work. Are they willing to go the extra route for everybody else? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah, this it was a great season, but yeah, that's something that was I was thinking about. I think it would be really cool if they were to end up doing it. But great season. The finale was great. Having Thrag on Earth, because we knew. It was all talk like which I said in the comments that he was going to be on Earth, and was wondering if they would just show up as far as like peaceful or just not murderous, essentially not necessarily peaceful, just not murderous, and how would they end up just thriving? So for them to be there, Omni-Man came and went, and they are still there, and it's basically you don't have a choice, but you better make the right decision type of situation. Was a bar for him, but this and for Mark it was like either let them live and just be part of the Earth, or you fight them and everything goes bad for everybody involved. So it was a tough one, but definitely made the right one at this point. And it's going to be interesting going for next season to see how they'll end up dealing with the Vitrumites, with them being part of the civilization at this point with just 37 folks, but it's still a huge problem either way. And seeing how Alan will be able to make a decision with that, because that one alien, she did say it when they were having that meeting, when they was talking about Thaddeus, it was like, did Thaddeus actually care for him, or was he just using him as a weapon? It was brought up, but yeah, it was brought up at that point, because as soon as she said it, was like, oh, And then it came that talk about they perfected these the virus.
Scourge virus.
Oh yeah, so maybe she knew something. So it was very interesting. So what you got, bro?
Big J, got two questions for you. One, do you still think they're gonna do that thing that you've been debating on next season? Because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be next season. Because they're now on Earth.
Oh yeah,
to repopulate.
I think 100% that's gonna happen. That's what the look was for. I think that's gonna happen.
You think they actually gonna show it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They alluded to it the first time they fought.
Okay. What was the second thing I was gonna ask you? Oh, bro, we talked about it on one of the shows. I know you was gone probably as long as Monster Girl and Rudy, but what we think about this animation on this show, man, so far?
It seems like they say the budget for the fights, and they'll do cool effects in the fights. But other than that, they still have just a lot of the whole just the back of somebody's head while they floating in space, and you'll hear like an exposition, so they don't have to animate lips moving and all that. That to me is still kind of annoying. You know, they do a lot of that weird, cover up where you just can't see somebody talking because, or they'll have like a still image and they'll slide it gently across to indicate something. But like I said, it's cheap ways of them to cheap out on it instead of investing a little bit more money in the animation. Like I said, we've seen animation. We're watching good animation with Maul, which shows people can be creative, but still using animation. Like I said, with the guys painting on brushstrokes on glass to add to the animation and make it look more realistic and give texture and depth to a world. It's not hard. It just takes somebody being creative and putting money into it, but they don't seem to want to be the one.
Maybe this is why Kirkman was saying that he can probably see them, continuing this series up until like 9 seasons because it is cheap to make. I think they're spending more of the money on the voice actors than they are on the actual animation, like you said. Because if you look at season 1 and 2, it look completely different from season 4 and 5, or should I say 3 and 4? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was just wondering that because I think BA kind of mentioned on one of the episodes, and I've been kind of, that's all I've been kind of paying attention to lately. It's like, well, damn it, the animation do look like it's a little off a little bit, but I mean, it don't take away from the show or nothing. It's starting to, I'm starting to notice it more now. But yeah, no, so I think going in season 5, we're gonna get more Dinosaurus because he's captured right now, so he's gonna end up escaping. We're gonna get more of him. The Scourge virus is gonna come into effect. That's what I was gonna ask you, Big J. Do you think, since we were talking about Invincible War being an episode and all that type of stuff, do you think we'll get any form of Mark losing his powers and then Bulletproof taking over?
Maybe with the Scourge virus, but yeah, I can see it when they do the Scourge virus thing because, like I said, he's will be down for a while with the Scourge virus.
Yeah, he'll be down for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Then they're gonna probably montage that too.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be probably one of them season-ending cliffhanger type things where they show him get the Scourge.
I can see that too.
And that's gonna be, and that's another reason they're gonna have to kill Oliver because it's Oliver's fault, So,
but is Bulletproof gonna be invincible?
I'm sure he will. I don't think he'll put on the outfit. I mean, because they already established Invisible Ink, so I mean Invincible Ink. So I think they're gonna do the same thing where they use him.
So you can actually see Bulletproof being.
Get that man off the buttons.
You know what I'm saying? So you can see that. Okay, I got you. Now I was just wondering that, bro. Cause we talking about them speeding through everything. I'm like, cause they're gonna do that. They're gonna probably have Bulletproof and one little montage, being invincible, and they're gonna move on to something else or whatever. And like, it might also have a lot to do with the fact it's only 8 episodes. Maybe if it was 10 episodes, you can give a little bit of those stories time to breathe a little bit. Maybe give them an episode or 2. But because it's 8 episodes, like, we got to kind of rush through that real quick. The 2 months that he was out, they rushed through that. You know what I'm saying? Because in the comics, that was a whole period or whatever, right? So in the show, that was an episode, half an episode or whatever. So, I mean, like I said, show's still good, man. And it's trying to fit the whole entire storyline of Invincible within this series or whatever. So, I mean, it's understandable. At least we're getting it, right? So,
yeah.
But get y'all's opinion, man. Get y'all's rating of this show. All right, Big J, what you giving it a rating on a Kaioken scale rating of 1 to 10, man?
This season I'm probably gonna I'll give it a 9.25 for the season.
Was it better than 4? I mean, 3.
Yes, it's better than 3. Yeah.
That finale one better than the 3 finale.
No, but the other the stuff leading up to it, like I said, the reveal of Thrag, the second conquest fight, those are up there.
So let me ask you a question. Was it episode 7 he fought Conquest?
No, that was like about 6 or 5.
That's the last
right?
one?
Oh, you talking about of the other season?
Yeah, other season 3. When episode 7?
I think so.
So is that episode 7 better than the Thrag episode 7 and 4?
Yeah, that one was better.
So I'm telling you, that fight was fire, bro. It led from the Invisible War right into that fight. That might have been better than this season's episode 7. That no disrespect to Thrag or whatever what he did, but yeah.
But
that was,
Conquest ain't ever just cock his fist back and cause a tornado with just the wind up from his punch.
Bro, that's a copyright infringement, bro. He hit him with that Shoryuken. I heard him. Shoryuken when he hit him with that uppercut, bro.
But you saw Nolan got sucked into the punch. That was the thing. Nolan was sitting there trying to hold back. He just started pulling forward into the punch. I was like, dang.
Hey, somebody been watching Man of Steel, bro. That joker, I'm like, God dang.
First punch knocked him into the planet, out the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Next one knocked him back into outer space. I was like, dang.
What you got, BA?
I want to touch on that real quick because I think it's two different vibes. It's two different feelings. Like one is like, you just went through all these other marks or whatever, and then here come Conquest. Like, God damn, like, you can't catch a break. So
yeah,
it was
I just been fighting this. I'm like, dang.
But on this season, it was like, you have no shot. You have no chance. So it's a different. I gave him a chance for Conquest. He had none in this situation. Thrag is just like a different beast. So I think I mean he's as formidable as any other villain that I've seen in like quite some time. And like I said, it just took him one episode to do it. His movements, his ferocity, like he's different. So it was just like, yeah, you might got like a 3% chance of getting Conquest. This one, like, I don't think anybody can beat him. Like, I just don't see it unless something else is involved in it. So it's a different level of mortality when it comes to that. But I think overall, like I said, Big J is not too far off when it comes to the rating. I'm gonna go 9.4. Yeah, 9.45. I'm gonna go right there, 9.45. That's my rating. Good episode, good season. Like I said, I understand with the animation, it took a dip. I understand that the rushing could have been a little bit, slower pace, but it's only 8 episodes, so it's like who do you blame for that part of it? But like I said, for me, I think they did a good job putting the viewer in Mark's shoes throughout, on again, off again throughout this whole entire season. So I appreciated that. So when he was upset, when he was shook up, I was shook up a little bit, and that's hard. That's hard to do these days. So I'm gonna go 9.5. Let's go straight 9.5 with it. That was probably my average throughout the whole entire season anyway. So I'll stay with that 9.5.
Okay, even the Hell version, bro. In the Hell episode with Dark Blood.
That was his favorite episode.
Yeah, the favorite episode.
Hey,
right?
that was
you get that a 10.5.
It definitely was my not at all, not even close. But it wasn't. I hate that it's getting the rep that it was getting.
I don't want to say that either, bro.
Yeah, if everything else is a high, and then this come as a high 8, like that's a huge difference. No, it was still a good episode. So yeah, 9.5.
I agree. What you got, cuz?
I give it 9.4. Really good season. Thrag was that dude. Yeah, and then the second fight with Conquest was really fun to watch. So yeah, I'll give it a 9.4.
I'm gonna give it a 9.3. Give it a 9.3. I just don't want. I'm with y'all. I just want them to kind of slow down a little bit on some of the storytelling because I'm telling you, there's a lot of story within this series, man, that y'all gotta check out, man. It's very interesting. And I know, like you said, like we just said a minute ago, it's halfway through the actual series of Invincible. And this second half would be crazy, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. So y'all better get ready for season 5. It's about to be crazy. If I predicted what I think could happen, depending on based off what the story is in the comic, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get real crazy. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and turn the page here, man. Let's get into our next show, man. This matter of fact, no, it's not season finale. I'm tripping. But do got some news tied to this. That's a season finale. Yeah, we halfway through The Boys now, y'all. Speaking of The Boys, y'all check this out. So The Boys spinoff Gen V has been canceled after 2 seasons. Is it canceled? If you think about how this show feeds right into The Boys, this is The Boys season finale. I think I said this before. If this is The Boys series finale, this is it. And that feeds into that. You have nothing else to play off on if this is going to be it. You know what I mean? So it didn't make any sense, which is why the new show coming out is going to be a prequel. Because after this is it. This is it. Especially if you read the comic. But what you think about this one, BA?
I think. Well, do you want me to talk about the episode or just the Gen V thing?
Just in general, like what you think so far, like the episode, the Gen V, all that.
I wish that Gen V could find a way to continue some kind of way. Sometimes you just want to start anew, and see what happens. And I guess they didn't go the route, and they just say this is it. So, if anything, we're going to do side missions and prequels. But with that being said, this episode was just nothing but a filler. It was a filler. Nothing changed in this episode. From they still don't know what a V1 is. No one died. All they did was have a Loki moment when everybody started arguing with each other. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
All they did. So like nothing happened. But what they did was they planted a lot of seeds for the prequel series, and I like that. Dropping people. They was like, this is where the bunker was, similar to Captain America. This is what happened and things like that. So this is the foundation. So when we watch the prequel, we're like, oh, this is that. Oh, this is that. This is the guy. Oh, well, he ain't looking like the last of us right now. He's walking around and stuff like that. So it's a difference. So I appreciated that part of it. So to me, it's a great filler because not only did it fill in between episodes or in between moments, it also laid the foundation of a whole nother spinoff that's coming relatively soon. So I like that. I was like, okay. So y'all thought about this one. It wasn't just a one-off in a sense. Y'all actually put some things together. That was cool. But like I said, it was nothing crazy. It was nothing that was groundbreaking in this episode. It was a regular episode, but it helped you with the prequel. So with that, I liked it. If that wasn't the case and it was just like just totally different, then I was like, this episode was trash. So like it because of that, and that's probably my only reason. So that's my thought process behind it.
What you got, Cuz?
I did like the fact that it feels like that they're getting ready to deal with Annie's arc. Her going to go talk to her dad, talk to the family, his family and stuff like that. So it helped her clear some demons. So was able to see how much Soldier Boy despises Homelander, and was even took the opportunity to lock him into the room with the uranium, or the was it uranium? I forgot.
Yes, uranium. Yes, uranium.
Okay. So just to see how much hate he had towards him, and then what that one this entity that was part of the trials that end up was just pushing out so much of the hate and stuff like that, which was crazy. But overall, it was okay episode. But yeah, it didn't have as much story forwardness to it, but it did give you it was good storytelling overall, just from what the information that it was able to give you. What you got, Big J?
I think what y'all may have missed. I don't know if y'all remember what Stan Edgar said when the boys first met up with him this season, and Mother's Milk was talking about, we're gonna bring them all down. He's like, there'll always be another corporation, So I think that could be your easy way to have this continue to be another evil corporation that's the successor to Bot, or that could be an easy way to keep Gen V going with those same characters in the same world. It could be just telling this story. You don't have to stop when the original source material stopped. We already know that. You telling this prequel.
Ain't that what they're doing with the boys Mexico, or is that supposed to be like something supposed to be like coincide with what's going on with the boys?
See, I think that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I don't think it's a sequel, but I think it's like adjacent to what we're going. So yeah, they could have kept that. There's all kind of ways you could keep that world going without just killing it. Because out of the original story material, like it's a good show, it's a popular show, and I ain't saying milk stuff to the till it's dead, but it's easy to do that, and but that's the easy way to keep it going is to just bring up the next spot, whatever that's supposed to be. But as far as this episode, I liked it. I liked the fight, and I like the fact that both Frenchie and to some extent, Soulja Boy wasn't affected just because they did so much drugs. The spores coming off of boy didn't affect their brain because their brain was already changed, which I thought was funny. Because everybody else was.
No, I think it did. I think it did affect Soulja Boy because him and what's his name started fighting as soon as they got in there, or arguing or whatever.
Well, what's his name was talking trap, but Soulja Boy is always kind of like that. You know what I mean? He's always kind of dickish. So I don't know if that was him being affected by the sports, just him being him. Because he's always he's always demeans him. He demeans him at Vault Tower. He talked about how pathetic he is, and remember he called him a soft the softest, wettest boy and all that stuff. He always coming at him. So I didn't see any different than everything else he did, But then, like I said, the fact that he locked him in that thing with the uranium and tried to kill him, they should have finished him off right then. I don't know why they let him go.
Yeah, he
was already weakened. Butcher could have killed him right then. But I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, they got to have a story to keep going, I honestly think that they kind of showed that was the end of the V1. I think that storyline may be gone because they said Bomb Sight destroyed it. They believe because I think he wanted to make sure they didn't create any more of them either. Is what I'm kind of figuring.
Which is also why Stan Edgar is kidnapped. And I think they're gonna end up getting Vanessa's husband. I think they're gonna get him to make another batch of V.
Vanessa's husband?
Not Vanessa. What's her name?
Victoria Newman?
I think it's Victoria. Yeah, her husband.
I don't think he knows how to make V1.
The Daredevil.
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to make V1.
I mean, he might. He know how to make a virus. I can see him probably threatening him by through his daughter or whatever.
Figure it out,
figure it out,
Make some dirty V1 maybe, But I mean, V1 was already unstable. That was the whole problem. It was highly unstable.
That's why only a few people survived it.
Like 5 out of the thousands because it was what?
Yeah,
bomb site.
Remember, we saw it in Gen V. Remember Gen V season 2 at the beginning. One made it. The rest of them was transformed into piles of blood and all kind of crazy stuff. So yeah. Like this episode, I could say it was I kind of agree with BA on it. It was kind of a filler a little bit. It was kind of a filler. It was like I said, it was still good. The Susan Sage, I think she set that up with what's her name because nobody wants Homelander to get that V1 serum, which is why she was kind of talking Soulja Boy into going with him or whatever, so he can stop her. Because she knows that Soulja Boy don't want him to get it either because he don't want him to be invisible like him or whatever. So, like I said, man, it was a good episode. I ain't really got too much to add to it. Y'all pretty much said everything. It's was it episode 5? So we got how many episodes this season?
I think they said 9, right? Didn't they say 9 this season?
So we halfway there. Okay, so we got 4 more episodes. Okay, it's not bad. Like so far, bro, what do y'all think about this season? Because I was kind of expecting just a tiny bit more. Like it's not bad. I was just expecting like a tiny bit more from the season. Like I just like if this is gonna be we're gonna go out with a bang. I need these episodes to be.
I'm about to say what you was expecting. What they was advertising. It felt like somebody was gonna die every. Like somebody was
That's
going
what
to
I was
die before the
expecting.
season.
That's what I was expecting, bro. That's what I was expecting. Like you said the stakes because this is what the producer said. He was talking as if like, yo, listen, it's Game of Thrones out here. Anybody can die, whatever. We only saw one major death, and that was A-Train, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's like, you know. So, and I'm also comparing it to like the actual comic where it's like that last, you know, the issue or whatever. Pretty much everybody died. Like people were dying. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't seen that yet. We're already at episode 5. We saw one major death. We already at episode 5 already. So it's like it's not really. It feels like any other season of The Boys right now. It's not. It doesn't feel like a finale. Now, unless you just start killing everybody off in one episode, which is the last episode. Then other than that, like you made it seem like this is gonna be some dying throughout the whole entire season, and we ain't got that. I talked about it on the last episode. You know, we're getting near deaths. You know what I'm saying? Ron, I thought Ron was dead. He breathing. You know what I'm saying?
So we only got 3 left. I found out.
Oh, 3. See what I'm saying? So it's like that's what I was expecting to be. We supposed to feel that impact. Like, oh, hold on. That's my favorite character. Why he did? Oh, she my favorite character. Why she did? We ain't got that yet. We got 2 close deaths and 1 major death. That's it.
And I think that's what it is the fact that it's not only are we not getting the deaths, we're getting teased with it. So we're getting the near deaths.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, somebody got to go soon.
Yeah, that's like we did play. Like,
I feel that vibe was there.
That, like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad season. I'm just saying, like, for it to be the last season, I was just give me a little. I was anticipating something a little bit more, but it is what it is.
All right, so wait, who do you think is going to make it out of this? Who do you think is going to still be alive at the end of the season, end of the series?
Like in the comic?
Yeah.
I think they're going to change it up. I think it's going to be Huey and because Starlight died too.
Yeah. As I said, her arc. They starting to complete her arc.
They kind of showing her like it kind of hint to where she might die.
Nah, she out of here.
Yeah,
she's that in episode 7.
She's coming full circle in life.
I don't think so. I'm guessing. I think Huey, Starlight. I think Chemical. They're redeeming her so she can survive this. I think Butcher's gonna die.
Frenchie's gonna die. Yeah,
Frenchie's gonna die. Butcher's gonna die. I think Soulja Boy gonna die. You know, the Deep gotta die.
He gonna die. He gonna die.
Yeah.
M gonna die.
Yeah, I think MM's gonna die. Yeah. He been acting weird this season. You saw he turning.
Been drinking a lot, smoking and stuff like that.
Yeah. He gonna die. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot of. I think the last 2 episodes are gonna be a lot of dead folks. You know, you're gonna be like shocked that everybody gonna die. But I'll tell you, I think that Huey gonna make it, and Annie and
Chemical
and Ryan. I think Ryan's gonna make it. I think Ryan's gonna survive. I think Ryan's gonna end up with Tara at the end.
I think Ryan gonna survive and actually be a real superhero.
That's
what I think is gonna end up happening. He's gonna be a superhero everybody wants.
I think very similar. I think Ryan. I think Huey. Everybody else gonna die. Sister Sage. I think she might make it out.
I think she's gonna die.
I think she's gonna die. You're right.
I think Black gonna finally kill her.
I think Black Noir makes it.
I think he does too. I think the new Black Noir makes it.
He's probably gonna be the one that killed the Deep.
Oh, because it might be onto something. That's a good point because they kind of got that showing that tension or whatever. And he was quiet the whole time. Had folks thinking was that really the guy the new Deep? I mean, the new Black Noir guy. It was the same guy, just wasn't talking because he was saying the Deep was being fake. So,
well, we knew it had to be the same guy because Homelander would see through the mask. So that was, people kept saying that, but Homelander could see through the mask before. He mentioned that before. So I'm like, I think it'd be cool if Annie kills the Deep. Kind of full payback. Yeah, full circle for the way he did it in the first episode.
It's the way you're setting up though, BJ. It's either gonna be Homelander or the Deep or Black Noir. I think I think Black Noir gonna kill him.
The Deep,
because he even said like, who you think Homelander gonna send after you if he tired of you or whatever. And it's like I think that was like foreshadowing. It's like, bro, I think he finna be the one. Yeah, he gonna be the one to kill the Deep or whatever.
think America foreshadowed Kimiko and Frenchie when he said, "Oh, y'all like whatever." He said, "I give y'all 6 months." I think like they gonna die.
I don't think Kimiko gonna die.
So you don't think they're gonna die the way they did in the comic?
No. You know they're gonna change up stuff. Like I said, I'm sure Homelander's gonna die, and like I said, it's not gonna be like it was in the comics because Homelander was weaker in the comics than there was a lot of suits were weaker in the comics. I mean, how but you can suits with, with crowbars and bats?
Yeah, none of them had superhuman strength like that. Every super in this show has superhuman strength.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that in the comic, so yeah.
Question is, why is I guess they never kind of brought it to their attention, but Soldier Boy had V1 straight. Like it wasn't nothing else. Straight V1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Homelander already has a V in him. And now he wants to double down and also take V1. How does he work the same way?
I have no idea. We better find out because there's no other suit that's done that.
Yeah.
Well,
and they talk about it.
No one's bringing that part up. That's what throws me off.
But somebody did a whole nother thing. They talked about the fact that the reason I think Ryan's gonna survive is because unlike everybody else, he doesn't have B in his system.
Yeah,
it's just he has all his powers from the DNA of Homelander, and so like even Soldier Boy can't fry it out of him because there's nothing to fry out of him. It's who he is. You know what I'm saying?
He's the first natural born.
He's the first real superhero. Like he's an actual superhero. He's like everybody who they want to be.
That's not true, is it?
What you mean? Who else?
Polarity. I thought his son was naturally born.
No, so I think what they did is all those suits that were second gen suits. I think they just gave their kids Gen V. Gave them.
Structure was liable to repeat the same power set.
Yep.
Yeah.
That works.
And then, of course, Victoria Newman, her daughter, I saw what happened to her. She gave her V. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man. What you get this episode, BJ?
Actually, probably like a 7.5 to 8, something like that. Like I said, it wasn't great. It was entertaining. It pushed some stuff along in the story. Like I said, we saw there was a shift in the relationship with Homelander and his father. There was some weird stuff we didn't need to see between Ashley and old father. You know what I'm saying? There's like I said, back Ashley and the ball gag and stuff. I'm like, that's all a lot of and the poor Secret Service. That's what I feel the worst for because they had to be outside for that.
They were looking disgusted too.
Oh, dude! If you was hearing all that going on in the next room,
and the way Homeboy yell, like his voice is a part of his power, right? His mutant set, like whatever it is, they had to get tranced into hearing. So they're fans of it.
Nah.
Right?
Like I said, that's
what is the power?
Well, no, I'm saying that's the thing. That's why I said the Mr. Parker's he had a ball gag in and he spit it into the wall.
Oh yeah,
during the thing, and I was like, ugh. Like,
so yeah, they really didn't hear it because he had the ball gag. It wasn't until he spit and it was like, ooh, both of them was looking disgusted through the door or whatever. But what you get is BA?
8.3. Like I said, it's like I'm gonna have to give them like a point higher because it laid the foundation for their prequel show. I think they're going to get really in depth of everything that we saw and more based off this one episode. So I was looking at a strong 7.3, but because of that notion, and this is
you get a full point.
They're going to go that route. I'm quite sure that's what they want to do. I'm not sure if they're going to actually do that or not. It makes sense to do it. So I'm just going on the potential alone when it comes to the 8.3. So 8.3.
What you got, cuz?
I'll give it a 7.8. Rewatchable, but just not as much story forward. Great storytelling, just not as story forwardness with it. What you got, Ray?
I'm gonna give it a 7.9. Not quite an 8, but I'm gonna give it right up under 8. So I'm gonna give it a 7.9. Like you said, had entertainment value to it. It did feel kind of fillerish. So like I said, what I just said a minute ago about that, I wanted to be more stakes in this season or whatever. We still haven't really seen that yet, because that would have been a perfect opportunity for somebody to die in this episode. That would have been a perfect opportunity, but nobody, like PA said earlier, nobody died. So I mean,
you gotta think if you take this out, if you take this show out, what changed? You could just press you could do Flash and just run around and restart it from right before the episode, and nothing changed. Nothing changed in the episode.
Nope. Like you said, they didn't find the V1, so nothing. So
I think the relationships did, but I don't think it did nothing major besides yeah. Because I think all the boys' relationships got damaged with that fight, because remember, everybody remembered what they said.
Yeah. It must have been something they actually really felt. They just didn't want to say it or whatever. That person made them say it or whatever. So yeah, that's crazy.
Because the chemical called him a junkie. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, well, she said something. My bad, I ain't call you. I meant to call you this and that and this. He's like, you did. You
called me that? He's like, you said that?
I thought I did.
It's he's been called.
Yeah. But all right, fellas, let's go ahead and turn the page, man. Get to this main topic. So check it out. Mark Ruffalo says Spider-Man will fight an alien in the future. I promise you 1,000%. Well, cuz, what you think about this news, man?
It's exciting. This is what we've been hoping for in a way when it comes to Spider-Man. It's not, I mean, it's not really saying a lot when he says a alien, because it could be, there's a ton of aliens within the MCU, but it's just build up hope, essentially, that it is the right alien that we hope for. Being the Venom's symbiote.
So Thanos. You saying Thanos?
Yeah, right. But it's like the other way, it's exciting that with the possibility of it being the right alien that we want, being the symbiote. But it's I'm just looking forward to this movie, just overall. I don't care. They don't need to talk about it anymore. Just give me the movie.
Right. No,
you don't have to try to talk me into it. You gotta try to give these.
Let me see something else. You gotta tell me nothing else. I'm ready for it.
Nothing. Exactly. Just go ahead. Let's get to the day so we can go ahead and watch this movie. What you got, Victor?
I mean, he ain't really saying it because Spider-Man already fought aliens, so. Is that? I mean, like I said, he fought Thanos. He fought the First Order, or the Black Order, whatever that. So,
he fought Cold Obsidian.
Yeah, and what's the big one? Yeah, he fought us.
Yeah,
he was part of the fight against what's the one with the magic?
Ma.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. So saying that is not like, oh, this is groundbreaking news, unless like I said, unless you specifically talking about the symbiote. And he didn't say he's going to fight a symbiote. He just said an alien. There going to be some aliens in this upcoming movie. I'm sure they're going to get some shapeshifter or something. Hey. So we'll see. I think he's just being Captain Obvious right now. What you got around?
No, what you got?
Yeah.
I agree. Usually on the one that points like, what exactly did he say? Yeah, he just said alien, guys, and I think he's the fact that everyone knows that he didn't gave up, damn near the plots of whole movies in the past. So I mean, I think he's playing on that. Just to state the obvious, we know that Venom is an alien type, but he is not an alien. He is just merely a parasite looking for a host, and the host is the person that's usually American born here. So. That's where we're at with that. We know what it is. So I think he's just playing games with this just to get us talking in a sense. And I'm like, well, just give us the movie already. Like I don't need anyone else talking about it because all you're gonna do is just mess it up. All you're gonna do is just make things worse. Just stop talking. And that's what I feel about it. Like I said, it's Mark Ruffalo. I'm not taking too much what he says. And it definitely wasn't even prompted. I just think that he is trolling right now. What's
yeah. Listen, I agree with y'all, man. Just show me the dang movie. We already know. Like I said, he only putting everybody mind at ease, bro. Like I think we already kind of figured it. Y'all heard me say it on the last show. I already tell you, I think he's gonna have the Venom symbiote in this movie. So we already heard the fact that they are talking about bringing some of the characters back that were in the Sonyverse over here into the MCU. We already heard them rumors already. So a lot of this stuff is starting to kind of add up and starting to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't take Mark Ruffalo to tell us this, but it's good that he did tell us this. You know, saying because it confirms a lot of what people have been kind of debating and speculating already. So yeah, I'm with you. Like eventually you're gonna get the dang Venom symbiote. I think he's gonna get it in this movie, which is gonna lead to an actual MCU Venom here in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can't wait. I'm with y'all, man. I just want to see the movie. Let's get the movie going. Matter of fact, what we got? What's this? April. That'd be May. So what's that? May, June. When it come out? July?
End of July.
God damn it. Okay. So we got about 2 months. Okay, that's fine. So we should be getting another trailer here pretty soon. Probably next month. Probably get another trailer. But yeah, I think we all kind of speculated y'all already gonna be Venom or whatever. So. But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and turn the page, man. Get to it. We got a couple quick hits, man. And we can call the show, Phil. Big J, what is your favorite studio doing, man? What the Ellisons doing over there, man? Police have arrested the man who leaked the Avatar Aang movie. Yeah, bro. I did not watch that leaked movie on the interwebs. I'm waiting till the actual movie comes out. But just think about this, BJ.
I mean, yeah, you got no better than to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. But I mean, have they been really arresting people? I guess yeah, they have been arresting people.
And the person looking up to 7 years in prison.
Yeah. I mean, it is federal felony, so yeah, I can see that. I was trying to see, is this more to do with the favors for the people? But I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it's actually Whenever remember we used to watch those the VHSs, they had that little warning in the front or whatever. Like you get arrested for that type of stuff, man. Which is crazy because it's an actual like clear copy and everything that he released. So yeah, he might be looking at some time. What you think though, BA?
There's not too much to be said other than it's a lot of people that was about to get that hustle on, and they just stopped the flow of a lot of money going to well entrepreneurs of the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys that that's trying to make their comeuppance, and they just get down on those brothers and the sisters and the like of that nature. So they hating at the end of the day. So somebody had to take the fall. Shout out to homeboy. He's a trooper. Shout out to you. But you got caught. So don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
You don't want to be doing no time.
You don't have to do that time. So it is what it ain't nothing to be said about it. It is what it is. Good luck to you.
What you got, good?
Like they say, steal from the man, not the man. It sucks because this is a bunch of people's livelihoods from production, everybody, all the humans that put forth their time and effort to be able to put it together. And when you release it, it's taking food off their plate just because it's a major studio that's releasing it. It's still the smaller people that's getting taken care of when it gets put out there. So that's where the punishment it has to fit it just to keep people from being able to harm others. Yes, there's ways of probably being better, but whenever it's something that can affect people, I'm not for it. So yeah, it's 7 years. They might try to throw the full book at him just to be able to keep other folks from wanting to do it.
Quick question, man. Would this have happened if it was going to the movie theaters?
Well, it just says like he had got access to it. So I think it was going to happen one way or the other. It's just the fact that he was able to get access to it. So I think that's the only reason why it ended up happening. Even if it would have been going to the theater, I think it still would have ended up happening just because of the access.
Well, I was just talking about. I thought maybe because remember what they changed after Soul Plane. Because Soul Plane used to actually distribute physical reels, and a lot of movie theaters went to the digital distribution where they actually beam or send electronically direct to the projectors the movies that are going to be shown in those things, so that way it reduces piracy opportunities because it's a sealed system. So I can see that being a way to reduce it. But I mean, like I said, if he would have to get it from somebody in the studio though,
or work for the studio, one or two.
Because that's the thing. The one that did the Soul Plane one, he got a copy of the film in transit, and then burned it to a DVD. And
that's how I watched it. I ain't gonna lie, that's how I watched it.
Yeah, be quiet with your parrot, with your parrot on your shoulder.
You know what I'm saying?
Your eye patch. But so that's how he got it. Like I said, because it was in transit before they were doing the digital distribution.
Okay. And then last but not least, fella, check this out. What are y'all thoughts on this Clayface trailer? This is it right here. What you think about this, cuz?
It looked great. I've watched it a few times just to see if I missed anything, and also saw a couple of other content creators comparing it to between breaking it down, but also comparing it to the animated Batman they just dropped.
Oh yeah,
I forgot the one that was on Amazon. So they did the comparison as far as like how they have it with the what Big J has talked about as well, even before when it was first talked about coming out, where it's going to be body dysmorphia or body horror type. And so for us to actually see that that's what it is, a body horror, and it is kind of ideas kind of from the animated as well. It looks great. Then you also had James Gunn talk about how one thing he talked about was the fact that the shows and movies will be connected overall, but they won't have the same tone. And it's like that's what helped make Marvel so successful, was that they're interconnected, but the movies had a different tone to it. Kind of like the Captain America Winter Soldier was that spy thriller style. So for this one, this is on the horror side. And one thing to think about is that horror is the horror genre is up right now. When you think about it, especially when it came post Welcome to Derry, like to where everybody loved that. So it was another one that I've been getting folks to watch as well.
Weapons?
Oh, Weapons. Yeah, he brought weapons.
Weapons. And Sinners is considered. In that kind of realm as well. I mean, when it's not truly that, but it's still like right there in that realm. Because I know folks that were scared to watch it. So
that's because it's black people.
But it's just overall, it was really so the genre is up right now. So it's definitely a great time to be able to put these type of shows and movies out, and I'm looking forward to this one. Like for them to be creative of having just a Clayface movie is creative, but the way that they're doing it seems really good. What you got, Big J?
I saw the trailer. I watched it a couple of times. I'm gonna leave this one for y'all because I'm not big into horror stuff, and like some of the stuff, like even when they showed the clay putty in the petri dish bubbling and moving around, I'm like, that's highly unsettling. Then this movie looks like it's got a high pucker factor, so I just don't think I'm gonna be the one watching this one. But like I said, that's what I'm saying. It's like, ew. Then he wiped his face, and his face was all.
Yeah.
I'm like, this movie looks like they did a good job, but I'm like, this ain't my kind of movie. So I would definitely listen to y'all glowing reviews of this film as y'all go watch it. You got to be
Well, I hate to agree with Jake, but y'all have found weakness. Don't do too many body horror stuff. I don't like when parasites come out the body and transform and do a whole bunch of it. Nah, I'll pass on this stuff. I don't. So, the most I do is the Matrix when his mouth was like that. That's like, all right, don't go too far now. And this is clearly going to go in a whole different direction. And I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on the strength of because we need. And the fans that we have, I'm watching because that I'm a representation of us. That is it, and that is the. I much rather just watch the reviews and just talk about it, but I will watch it. And I'm with you on this one. I don't do the body morphing and the oozing and this melting and like I couldn't get past the fly.
Oh man,
I'm looking forward to this one, y'all.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. The trailer was cool. It was a whole different vibe. It made we got a glimpse of Gotham City. Like, okay, I like it. But then it just went right back into him. But I do like the fact that they are putting him as a up and coming actor, and he whatever he could. And then now he's deformed to this degree. So you're gonna see him make that transgression, and if he can act, it's really going to be good. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to act. So if you can act well, then you're really going to see the transformation, and it should be done correctly. It should be done right. So we'll see it. That's on him. That's on him. So we'll see. Good trailer though.
Listen, this trailer did exactly what it was supposed to do for you and for BABJ. Like they also too. I want y'all to remember this. A lot of this is practical effect. That's why it looks like the way it looks, and y'all kind of like, oh my god, I want to see that because it's practical effect. They started pointing out certain parts of the trailer that actually are showing this is practical effect. This is practical effect. This is practical effect. A lot of like the face melting, it's practical effect, right? And so that's why it looks so real. And it's like y'all like, ugh, like what the heck? What's going on in his face? So it did its job. It did its job. Yeah, I'm with you, cuz I watched this trailer a few times. I like the fact that, like you said, you sent that post to us. And people were kind of like, oh, this don't, feel like the other movies. And then which this right here is why I be hating when people be online just be saying stuff. Because like a lot of y'all be just yelling stuff. Y'all don't have the full information or whatever. This man explained this stuff a million times about these movies and how each one of them aren't going to feel the same. He even posted different examples of comic books where all these are within the same universe, but they don't feel the same. He said this when he first started taking over DC. He said, yeah, we're going to make these movies and they're not going to feel the same, but they are going to be in the same universe. And so we got that with Clayface. This actually feels like some kind of Blumhouse movie right here. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of Blumhouse horror movie or whatever. So, but yeah, I love the trailer, man. I wanted to see the movie. Now this really stepped my anticipation of the movie with this trailer. Which was what a trailer supposed to do. It's supposed to either increase your anticipation, it lowers your anticipation, or just kind of keep it right where it is at. Definitely increased it for me. But yeah. So let's go ahead and turn the page, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to these questions in the comments, man. We can call it a afternoon, fellas. All right, man. See what we got here, y'all. We got is that Paimamba? She says hi. Well, hello. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, of course. Shout out to Salam. He says, what's up? Have y'all sailed the seas and seen the leaks? No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it, man. I tried not to watch. The only time I've ever seen like a leak and watched it was when we started talking about them doing Avenger trailers, because BA and Big J and I already seen it already, and I was like, well, I guess I'll watch it and we can talk about it. Everybody else like,
it on us.
Everybody started talking about it. I was the only one at the group, matter of fact, Salon, that didn't watch it. It wasn't watching the leak stuff, but then everybody else wanted to watch it, so I was like, I guess I'll fit in.
Hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't you just say you were the king of the pirates? I heard you was up there.
All right, Luffy. You know
what I'm saying?
What was that ship that you was riding? The Black Pearl, wasn't that you?
No, the Sunny. I was in the Sunny with Luffy now. No,
push. Hey guys, hey, they caught us. They got us. Come on, guys. Come on. They got us, dog.
Look about man, like, bro. They caught you. Why you? Yeah. Damn, they caught us, y'all. Come on, y'all.
us.
Oh man. Salah says Clayface trailer was heat. I'm a little tired of the creepy DJ Screw pop songs, but it works here. Yeah, I gotta listen to the song again, see what you're talking about. But yeah, like I said, the trailer was fire. The trailer was fire. What's the next movie we got coming out, y'all? What come out?
Mandalorian Grogu's next, and then Supergirl, right?
Yeah, Supergirl's right after that.
Actually, Street Fighter coming out in 2 weeks.
Like I said, Mandalorian Grogu.
No. Hold on. Sorry. Mortal Kombat. There you go. My bad. Mortal Kombat comes out in 2 more weeks. So it's on the 8th. So yeah, that's what we got coming up next. So
yeah.
Can't wait. I seen Michael Jackson last night.
Every 2 weeks something gonna come up.
Yeah.
Once May hit, it's gonna be rolling in.
Reading it.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, listen. We definitely appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys. Y'all already know, man. If you are new to the channel, so we got a couple more subscribers. Appreciate y'all. If you could do us a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, too, if you guys can hit them likes too on your way out, that'd be much appreciated. If you're watching it after the live, please hit them likes for us too. That'd be much appreciated. We will be back here on Tuesday. We'll be talking about Daredevil and Maul on Tuesday. So y'all go watch those episodes. Y'all come back, let us know what y'all think. Or join us for the conversation on Tuesday. We see those 2 shows, and plus whatever other news drops around that time. But until then, man, it's your boy Rail. Got Cuz in the building. Got Big J, BA. This is because we geeks. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. Listen, man. I know some of y'all out here feeling real.
Get them off the button.
So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all, and join us here. And we out, y'all.